All right, all right. I promised that I would share with you the legend of the 9 trickster gods, and so I shall. Gather round the fire. Come on now. Gayatsu, come on now, don't dawdle. Tex, there's a space for you right there, don't pout. All right, now. Fill up your soup bowls, fill up your bellies, and attend the tale that I shall tell you. Many people believe that the stories of Omu's 9 trickster gods died with the Omuans who worship them. But I'm here to tell you that as long as there is life in old Orvex's bones, the story of the 9 gods will always live on. Long ago, the god Ubtao hardened his heart and vowed to weep for the people of Omu no longer. The rains stopped, the jungle withered and died, and death swept throughout Omu. One morning, a wise Zorbo emerged from her hollow tree and spoke to the dying Omuans. To convince Ubtao of their worth, she decided to cook him a stew made from all of their good qualities. Catching such virtues wouldn't be easy, so she asked a wily Al-Mirage to help her. The Al-Mirage snuck recklessness into the pot, which she saw as a virtue. When Ubtao tasted the soup, he spat out the stew, and from that day on, Obolaka the Zorbo and Lejin the Al-Mirage became terrible enemies. At noon, a brave Kamadan hopped down from her rock. She saw the evil in the Omuans' hearts, and she decided to lance it like a troublesome boil. The Kamadan fashioned a holy spear, but she left it by the river brink, and a crafty Grung stole it. In her rage, Shagambi the Kamadan forgot all about the Omuans and chased Nenganang the Grung forever across the sky. What is that smell? Lance, would you mind moving your seat over there? No. Yes, there, next to Garrick. Ah, much better. Now, where was I? And when evening came, a wily Iblis stepped from his reed hut. He didn't like the Omuans, but without them he'd have no one to play his tricks on. The Iblis sent a marsh frog to reason with Ubtao, but the frog was angry and decided to wrestle the god instead. This amused the great Ubtao, and so he gave the frog tentacles to make it stronger. When Kubazan, the frogimeth, returned to Papazoti the Iblis, he chased Papazoti into the swamp with his new tentacles. That night, a Sioux monster broke into Ubtao's palace and stole a pail of water for the Omuans. When the god came running to find it, the Sioux monster hid the pail in a jaculi's burrow. Ubtao asked the jungle animals where his water was hidden, and Moa, the jaculi, was too honest to lie. When Wongo, the Sioux monster, found out how Moa had betrayed him, he vowed to catch the jaculi and eat him up. All the while, Unk, the flail snail lived deep under the earth. The noise of the other animals fighting made her slither up to the surface, and when day dawned over her shell, the light blinded the great Ubtao and made his eyes water. Life returned to Omu, and people built shrines to honor the animals who had saved them.